guess where I am. That's right, I'm in Tenerife. Where else? Tenerife North Airport this morning. I haven't flown from here for years and years, and we're going to do a quick 30-minute flight over to La Palma, which is, I think, the 5th biggest island here in the Canaries, and it's certainly one of my favourites, and somewhere that's really nice to stay. Actually, it's very different to Tenerife. It's a lot smaller and a lot more quaint, but they've got some very nice hotels on the island, so I'll show you around later in the day. So it's 8:15 in the morning. It is mid-July. Unfortunately, I'll have to do this sort of starting piece in the car because, understandably, the Canarian government is very hot on mask wearing at the moment, and trying to talk into this thing with a mask on is just impossible if you've seen the previous videos. So I just wanted to give you a quick background because I have been fairly quiet on YouTube recently, and that's not deliberate. That's purely because if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I've been on a period of gardening leave for about 8 weeks now, and it has been fantastic. I got to see some friends, spent a lot of time in the F Lounge in Heathrow, if you follow me on Twitter again. Heavily influenced by others to drink too much champagne, blame other people in fact. Some friends went drinking a lot, went to see the Landor, so if you saw me on if you saw me down there, that was nice. That was to see the Landor livery that was opened up at Dunsfold Park, the 747. So we spent a day there with a group of us, about 10 or 12 I think in the end, so that was nice. And if you're like me, so I'd worked for 24 years solid, since I left university in fact. And I hadn't taken a break apart from the odd holiday. You know, you take your 2 weeks, every 2 weeks in Florida or here in the Canaries, and it's been absolutely brilliant. It has been the break that I needed. So what I'll do for the rest of this video is I'll do all the videoing, but I'll do voiceovers instead when I get back to England home, shall we call it. And that'll just be the way I'll have to do it, unfortunately. I do like to kind of talk as we go and do a bit of videoing, but talking into the mask, what a nightmare. It really is. The sound just comes out awful, no matter what, even if you've got a decent camera kit, it just doesn't work. Anyway, so yeah. So in summary, 8 weeks, travelling around, meeting friends, seeing people who I don't always see, who I don't always get to spend as much time with as I like. It's been really nice. I've seen friends here in the islands, and I've seen people back home one in England. I should stop saying that, really. Today's video, we're going across to La Palma. Smaller island, as I said, on a smaller turboprop, not one that I particularly enjoy flying on, if I'm being honest, but it's a flight, it's good fun, it's Tenerife North, it's a bit different. I'll talk to you a little bit about the 2 airports on the island, because they do serve very different markets. So I think I've said all I can say in the car now. I just kind of want to go and get breakfast now. Hopefully the Priority Pass lounge is open. It may not be. If it's not, that's fine. The airport lounges are just starting to open now again, which is great to see. But yeah, enjoy the video, enjoy the day. I know I certainly will. The clouds are just starting to lift here. I'll tell you a little bit about the airport. It has a bit of a negative reputation from something that happened 40 odd years ago. But I'll talk to you a bit about that as we go. See you soon. One of the first things that you notice about Tenerife North Airport is just how busy it is. This isn't a regional airport that you may be used to. Primarily, the airport serves high-frequency inter-island routes with airlines such as Binter Canarias, as well as direct flights to mainland Spain with Iberia Express and Air Europa. In addition, there's a popular cargo hub here, so this airport regularly sees the Swiftair 757s. Air Europa even operates this 787 to Madrid twice a day from here at Tenerife North. Binter operates this route up to 12 times a day, which is handy if you wake up with a sore head for an unspecified reason and miss your flight, which has never happened to me before, ever. Honest. Sadly, this airport, formerly known as Tenerife North Los Rodeos, was the scene of a terrible accident some years ago. It was here, on a foggy March the 27th, 1977, that without ground radar, 2 747s collided at speed on the runway, with the loss of nearly 600 lives. To this day, it remains one of the world's worst ever aviation disasters. On to a happier note, I'm pleased to see the Priority Pass lounge is open. It's a basic fare, but with decent views, albeit the windows need a bit of a clean. All inter-island flights depart from downstairs, and today's flight is no exception. Boarding is a simple, easy affair. Today's aircraft, a modern 3-year-old ATR 72-600 series. Binter operates 23 of this type, along with 5 Embraer 195s for their longer sectors. With the safety briefing complete just as we line up for departure, I'll stay quiet as usual. While we're talking about the Canaries, if like me you grew up on a diet of Lanzarote, Tenerife and Gran Canaria, you are missing out on so many more islands down here. As well as La Palma, there are several other favourites of mine, such as El Hierro and La Gomera, to name but 2. Let me show you around. Today's flight is around 80% full. These are very popular routes and do frequently sell out, so you do need to book weeks or months in advance, particularly in July and August. Today's 26-minute flight sees us climbing to a maximum altitude of just 8,000 feet, with a fairly direct routing. Back to the flight, and I'm delighted but surprised to present to you live film and TV streaming. It is free on Binter, but I've never ever yet had the time to watch even an episode of my favourite Big Bang Theory, so it's appreciated, but it's a bit odd to put on an airline that primarily operates sub 30-minute sectors. There is currently no in-flight catering with Binter, but, well, there is, sort of. Stay with me, I'll show you later. With the clouds shifted as we descend into a windy La Palma, as usual, I'll let you enjoy the landing in peace, which I didn't, because it was bumpy. And I did just want to say a huge thanks to everyone I've met down here in the Canary Islands and got to know so well over the last couple of years particularly. Thank you for your support. And of course, if you can get that Cañarían residency permit for me, that would be even better. Thanks a million. So on that note, I'll wish you a very warm 35-degree welcome to the island of La Palma, I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Just one more thing. Here's the in-flight catering, which they give to you at the end of the flight.